Hey, what is up, lovelies? It is Lynn the Gacha Goblin, and we're going to be talking about the content creator program for Love in Deepspace. And one, why I haven't joined, or why I'm not a part of this program at all. I've gotten a few questions from some friends and also some acquaintances in my DMs about why I haven't kind of been a part of this, why I don't talk about it, how come I'm not affiliated with Infold. And some people were actually wondering if I was rejected from the program too, if I had ever applied, which is so funny to me because when I first started my channel, I didn't think I was going to become significant enough to even think of applying for the for a position in this program itself. But as the longer I started making content, the more things I started noticing about Infold, and realizing that if I had signed a contract with them and been affiliated directly with the program, I mean, yeah, it could have been really awesome in terms of getting sponsored or, all of these different things. You also get some, what I heard, minimal rewards in game. I didn't want to associate myself with a company that I wasn't happy with the way that they were treating their player base. And this has become even more pronounced with how they're treating Infinity Nikki and the players for Infinity Nikki. I could see that, they're not respecting the players at all, and they're basically speed running their end of service, to be perfectly honest, with how many people are dropping that game. So I just don't want to be affiliated with a company that just doesn't respect its players. And I also don't want my name to be associated with, oh, they're not talking about these issues or whatever because they're affiliated with the program or something. They signed an NDA, or they're with the company, they're automatically a bootlicker, you know what I'm saying? I don't ever want that to become my channel. I don't want a company to control what I want to say. I don't want them to have some sort of leverage over my opinions and how I want to kind of warn my viewers about some predatory practices of a company. So even moving forward, I made a notice on my channel basically saying that now that the channel is getting a little bit bigger and there are also more games coming out into the gacha space that I want to try, there will be more companies that we're going to see how they treat their player base and whatnot together, and I'm very excited for that. And am I going to apply for their content creator programs? I can't definitively say no, that I'm not going to, because I don't like finite answers like that. I will say though that if I see a company that treats their player base well, respects their player base, even though they're making stacks of money in the long run, I still would want them to maintain some sort of positive relationship with their player base before I even find myself wanting to sign a contract moving forward. But right now I want to keep my freedom. I want to stay happy and opinionated in what I want to share with my community, and that might mean that I will still be accused of creating rage bait material, but it's not really rage bait. It's just my opinion on the matters at hand with different gacha games, the opinions that I have about the fan base and whatnot. Those are things that I want to continue to make and continue to do without the legal ties to a company that may not respect me or respect the player base itself. I mean, we see it with Hoyoverse, right? And with all of the Hoyoverse content creators, especially those who are affiliated with Genshin Impact, a lot of them, it was, exposed. If you don't know about this, it was exposed that their contracts were very limiting on what they could actually post about. They were not allowed to cover any other games besides, say, Genshin Impact, and it really hinders, a person's freedom in creating content and like covering what they want to cover. So I don't want that to happen, especially since I'm not a streamer. I'm not a streamer yet. We'll see. I may or may not dip my toes into live streaming in the near future. I just don't know if my current PC can handle something like that. And I also don't know how many people would actually watch me. So that is another thing that is a little concerning for me, because if I look, it's gonna be a lot of stream scuff, it's gonna be a lot of chaos, and I don't know what I'm doing. So we're gonna see if we can try and do something like that. But besides that, back to the point at hand, you will not see me sign a contract with a company that I don't trust. To a certain extent. I mean, gacha companies are gacha companies, you know what I'm saying? But at least, you know, there should be a management team that takes care of the developers, that takes care of the games, and takes care of the player base in general. And that is a company that I will want to support in the future, and hopefully something like that does pop up. Who knows? Maybe the competition of Infinity Nikki or the competition of 11 Deepspace will be that kind of company in the future. But who's to say, you know? Who is to say? But that's pretty much it. Leave your comments down below. This video, I want to make it clear, is not throwing shade at anybody who has signed up for the program, especially, you know, artists and whatnot. I know so many people have signed up for this program, and like, kudos to you guys. I highly appreciate those who don't want to participate in the drama of everything. It's just from my personal standpoint, also from what kind of coverage I do for the game. It's just not plausible for me. It doesn't feel right for me if I had an affiliation. Anyway, that is pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have your own comments, concerns, or whatnot, leave it down in the comments below. Hopefully you guys are super understanding about this. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Lynn, the Gacha Goblin, and I will see you lovelies in the next video. Bye-bye now.